Doing some typical YouTube procrastinational surfing, I saw some War Within gameplay. And with that I realized that I completely missed this WoW's launch. Well, technically I missed the entire expansion as there's very little incentive for me to get into it now. And it would be the first one since the launch of World of Warcraft. Oh no, wait, Pandaria, I also missed that one. But when it comes to monetization models, which ones do you prefer? Are you the purchaser? Will you slap down that cha-ching to snatch that thing? Are you the subscriber? Will you sacrifice a small amount of your mom's hard-earned money? Or are you the microtransactioneer, where you pop into a free world and when you find, I like it here, start doing copious amounts of financial leaking? Remember, mosquitoes drink more blood than lions. And this is where World of Warcraft just comes storming in like a pack of wildebeest, with the Lion King's approach of everything the light touches will monetize. They just take all of that and just throw it into like one mix. And even be like, hey, what is that over there?
Oh no, that's just the pay early to play early model.
Oh, yoink! What can go wrong? but in all seriousness, I understand for the subscription model as a service and all that. It makes sense. It's just my biggest gripe with it is it just doesn't feel like it's yours. It's like playing the game at a friend's house. You still have fun and all. It's just that owning thing. It's not yours. It's also fine if it's your primary source of game, if I may, but if you don't play it or you do other things, you feel like you're literally burning money. Unless you're like my Burning Crusade days when my dad's credit card was still connected to my subscription and he never knew. Back then, I didn't give a fuck. Speaking of which, you know how bad inflation got over the years? Like if you think back on your good old days when your grandpappy or daddy spoke of like in their younger days when they could with $1 purchase whatever. Do you want to add an extra layer of depression on that? Well, one thing they'd never had back then, which we have now, is a subscription to freaking everything. Oh, you want to watch this specific series? Subscribe over here. Oh, you want to play online console with your friends? Subscribe over here. Oh, you don't want to watch ads? Well, then just subscribe over here unless it's Twitch and you still have to watch this ad. Oh, we're not going to pause this video for you. There's Netflix, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, Drink Prime, YouTube Premium, Hulu, Showmax, Xbox Ultimate, Spotify. Oh, he's going to carry on a while, just ignore him. And like I mentioned, there is definitely a place for subscription, as a lot of them carry a lot of value to them compared to if you would individually purchase it. And if you're a standard earning individual, you're anyway going to have to prioritize your financials.
You anyway have to prioritize your time, you dumb.
Just go away, man.
Hulu Japan!
Shut it!
10-cent video.
Stupid. I can't believe I lose my chain of thoughts doing a stupid bit. Okay, so back to World of Warcraft. I initially didn't mind the subscription much. Like I mentioned, when it was my primary source of game, but the moment I started doing other things. In Blizzard's defense, over the years they've made it like convenient to pause your subscription and go on. They're making it convenient for you to spend your money. Well done on them on that part. And that's just the other thing of it. The expansions are fully priced games. It's not like a small thing or it's added. It's with the subscriptions. You pay for a fully priced game. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. The microtransactions, which is a very, very successful model. If you look at Pirate Software, any of those guys are either mentioned how much money they made with those little mounts and stuff. There are multi-million-dollar companies that make a full existence out of each of those transactions in their companies, let alone like someone that just like utilizes all of it. Sorry, I actually don't know why I'm going on so much about the monetization, since that's not actually the reason why I haven't played this expansion at all. Just took you around the bush for no reason. Generally, I'm not bothered with being a day one player, especially in single player ones where I could just, I'm not a game critic. I just jump into them when I see fit. If I've got other stuff I'm doing or playing, I'll do that and only jump into the game once I've got time for it. So that system works for me. It's a stupid, simple one, but it works for me. But with WoW, it was a bit different. It is a bit different. It's, I don't know, sorry, I'm thinking of the right term to use it. It's like the crowd hype, if I may. You're part of this movement. It's like watching a live game at a stadium. You can watch it at television and still enjoy the game. It's just, but that atmosphere of just being part of this moving thing, being with everyone else, to storm into that portal, to fly into this new world, to just absorb the atmosphere of it all. And the server just feels so alive, well, except when it literally dies, but that's never an issue. Focus. Okay, and the further you would level on, the less and less players would be around there, as if you're just like leveling quicker or doing it better or those type of things. And then while you're on your grinding mission, you see in the corner, Foofy McPants has just reached level 60, 70, 80 or whatever. It's like, oh, that's pretty damn impressive. How did you get there that? You're part of it. It's a thing. It's a thing. So when the pricing part was released and they put it on the site where you can go see how much it costs and all that, I knew the more expensive ones would have cosmetics or mounts or boosts and all that. But like when I went onto the site, I'm like, oh, what's this? Oh, that's curious. Early access. It wasn't a lot. It was like 3 days, but it was a glass-shattering moment. One of my biggest driving force for wanting to jump in on day one is just thrown out the window. It's just split between a barrier. You're going to be all part of these guys or part of these guys. And everyone's already going to be there. And it left such a bad taste in my mouth that the first thing I saw of the game again was my aforementioned part where I saw the gameplay. It's as if I just stopped caring. I just stopped pursuing it at all. The last thing I could think of where I experienced this was with Star Wars. I used to be such a big Star Wars fan. And with the newer stuff, I mean, there's Rogue One was pretty cool. Mandalorian was awesome, the slow pace and all. But the more I saw of the new Star Wars stuff, the less I started caring. It's as if it just wasn't made for me anymore. It's as if I outgrown it or something. And it sucks. It makes me feel like I'm getting old. I would just kind of like to know if I'm the only person that feels like this. If I'm the only person that experienced it like this. And oh my goodness. I am so sorry if you're being introduced to me by watching this video or like the previous one, because this is the second video I do in the row that just like ends at like a depressing state. And I hate that. I'm not a depressing guy. I just want to play games like a teenager and laugh at stupid things while having a blast. I want developers to be successful working on games that they enjoy making, that they're proud of, and that players immerse themselves. To be successful at making games where players can immerse themselves in these worlds without worrying about like it being icky. But you know what? My next video is going to be all positive. I'm going to tell jokes. It's going to be it's going to be a blast. It's not going to be this depressing. Hi. Post this guy. So I couldn't simply leave it there, thus me sitting here. I went to go have an additional look at how the community is receiving this expansion, and for the most part, it seems extremely positive. Most people think that they wouldn't have enjoyed it, really having a good blast, and some even saying that it feels like they're going back to their old roots, and that's awesome. I love that. So with that in mind, I wanted to kind of say we shouldn't be too quick to throw out the baby with the bathwater, and myself included, where you would see something particular bad and having this one little glass shatter moment just avoid the entire thing. A game is very similar to like an orchestra in the sense of you have this group of people doing this one thing together to create this one movement. I mean, one bad musician in an orchestra can bring down the entire quality of it, but it doesn't take away from the passion of the other musicians. They're still good with their instruments, and there's a lot of that in World of Warcraft. Well, any game development. So there's the music is is amazing. The art is still very, very much good. The trailer, I don't know what the hell's going on here. So I cannot speak for the trailer. But yeah, it looks good, and I might actually go check that out. And if you're a World of Warcraft fan, I would say just still go check it out. This is pretty amazing. So I just wanted to end with that. And what are you?
T-Rexer.
I enjoy stupid things. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.